Hello guys, and welcome to Start Right Tutoring's tutoring tutorial videos. Today we're going to be going over, as you can see from the title, Algebra 1 Basics, more specifically testing solutions to equations. So we're going to hop right into this. First thing that we need to know is that in algebra, this is when we start incorporating letters into equations, right? And we have to understand what those letters mean. Usually they represent numbers. In this sense, they're going to represent numbers, and I'm going to show you how to figure out what numbers they represent based off an expression and which number will make that expression true. So we're going to start with number one. It says what number will make the expression 3x plus 5 equal 38. So we're going to take you through the easiest way to do this. We're going to rewrite this out, right? Oops. Let me go to my pen mode here. We're going to rewrite this out, right? 3x plus 5 equals 38. So we always have to keep in mind the PEMDAS rules, right? Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So in this, what we're going to do, that doesn't necessarily apply to this, but we're going to keep it in mind for our next problem. But right here, the first thing we want to do is we want to get x by itself. That is the number one rule of algebra, is to get x by itself, right? So we're going to subtract 5. It's going to end up looking like 3x, excuse my 3 there, equals 33, right? And that being the case, now we want x by itself still. So what we have to do is divide this 3 from this x. What we do to one side, we always have to do to the other side. Now we know that x equals 11, and that's going to be b, right? I'm sorry, that's going to be c. X equals 11. Simple as that. We're going to move on here. Which variable makes the equation true? 5 plus 4, inside the parentheses, outside the parentheses, x minus 7 equals 20. So this is when I was talking about our PEMDAS rules here, right? I'm going to write them down here so we remember. Gotta always remember these. And again, it's parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So that means the first thing we're going to start off with is what? Parentheses. So if we're starting off with parentheses first, that means we have to do whatever we need to do inside the parentheses and then write it out. So we know 5 plus 4 is 9. That is simple math, and we're going to keep these parentheses up for math's sake. And we're going to write our x minus 7 equals 20, right? So now what I want to do, this is kind of turned into like the last problem, the starting step now. So what we want to do is since we want to get x by itself, right, we're going to add 7 here to both sides. So this 9 will multiply to this x, right, because when a variable is next to a constant like that, it always means multiplication. So it's going to end up coming out, we're going to do two things here. 9x equals 27. Same thing, we need to get the x by itself, so we're going to divide both sides by 9. And x here equals 3, which is a. Excuse my arrows there. Next problem. If the variable x equals 5, which of these is true? So it's a little mixed up here, right? Now all you have to do is put x, plug 5 in for x, and see if it's true, right? So what we can do is we can take out each one of these problems and we can show you which one is true and which one is not true. So of course we're going to start with a here. 12 minus x, which is 5, equals 7. And that is true, so we know a is right. All right. Next one, 20. 20 equals 40 divided by x, which is 5. Well, we know that 40 divided by 5 does not equal 20. That indeed equals 8. So we know that is incorrect. We cannot count that one. Okay, C. We're going to go 12 times 5 here. equals 60. It indeed does. So C we know is correct. D, we're going to go to X, which we know is 5. I'm sorry, let me back it up here. 5 times, whoa, I'm messing up here. 5 minus 6 equals 1. Well, we know that is incorrect because 5 minus 6 does not equal 1. That equals a negative 1. So we're going to draw X right there. We're going to move on to E, and I'm going to get this out the way. 5 times 5, well, we already know that equals 25. In this case, it equals 30, which we know is wrong. So that's also wrong, and we're going to move to the last one. 4 plus 5, which we sub for X, equals 9. We know that is right. So A, C, and F are our answers, all right? I hope this video helped today. This is, again, Algebra 1 Basics, testing solutions to equations, all right? You guys come back for another video if you need help.